Tonight, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Detroit Lions taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. The wait is finally over. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis here on the start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear people say, is it really fair for players to play on Thursday night? But what did we hear from both of these teams going into this one? How excited they were to have the spotlight on their teams, their franchises, the rest of the league watching them go at it.
And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And he is just absolutely marvelous to watch throw a football. That's something I could do all day long, watch him throw routes versus air. But he's even more impressive when there are bodies on the field, and he's creating with big throws downfield.
On first down, it's Herbert. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
This is Hunt. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 45-yard line. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. A carry here for Hunt. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long distance.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Finding room to the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. 2nd and 10. Magoo back to throw. Forced out to his left. Left side complete to Lockett. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. And it is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Travis Kelce there to make the grab as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now?
Herbert has it knocked free.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. It's taken to the 26. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Magoo. Looking downfield for Kelce. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And in for the Lions touchdown. Travis Kelce, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it looking to pass. On the right side open is Gesicki. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Herbert on third down now. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll run with Hunt. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. On 2nd and 9. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Now it's Lockett. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And here now is Travis Kelce. And what can they do to better account for him? Because they haven't accounted for him well so far, as we see here on your screen.
They may have to draw up coverages they haven't run so far. They have to create something on the fly because he's beaten everything. And when you watch this game unfold, you keep thinking to yourself, is it 2 men, 3 men, maybe even a 4th guy may have to go and account for him. But right now,
the ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line.
All right, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Here's Magoo looking to throw it. Escape, and down he goes. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And some room to roam now. 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Detroit. Bo Scarborough. 70 yards, and the Lions are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-0. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. In 2nd quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. The final shot before the break for Herbert. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys in the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come here in the opening weekend of the NFL season. We'll start in the early window and begin up in Minneapolis. A tough one for the homestanding Vikings, as they'll square off against the Miami Dolphins. In the late afternoon games, one of the best of the bunch will be at Soldier Field in Chicago, where it'll be the Bears taking on the New England Patriots. And then finally, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Indianapolis Colts and the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Tyler Lockett now on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Now Magoo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Magoo. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field. Right in there.
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Open man is Jacob Hollister. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. They run with Hunt. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. On first down, Justin Herbert. And he's got his big tight end here. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Throwing again on second down. Herbert gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face a third down. Herbert now. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Colin Saunders with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. The kick by Sanders is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Kelsey, a nice catch. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. 2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Throwing here, Magoo. Looking long for Thomas. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Julian Love. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Caught left side by Hilton. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. The first down screen pass, good for 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Herbert throwing again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Myers. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. out of the gun, Herbert. And not able to get it that time. He hit on 6 straight passes. Not there, second down. They'll run with Hunt on second down. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll give to Hunt here on the option. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jacoby Myers there to make the grab. And the Eagles are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Travis Kelce with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Lions are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets a made. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert over the middle. He's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Herbert on 1st down now. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Again, Herbert. He's got it to Hilton. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line. Here's Herbert. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now it's Herbert. Swings this out for Hunt. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. One last throw here for Herbert. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.